Wait. Down. Ready.
On first down is Young. There's Hurst downfield. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Watch out, man. 50 Fury.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cut.
On first and 10, here's Young. To the right side, corralled by Fielder. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another.
How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Hayden Hurst. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Now Matthew Wright to add the extra point. And this one is no good. He has missed the extra point. Keep that one in mind. We'll see if that comes into play as we go along this afternoon. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. A one-point affair. 7-6 is the score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9.
Hey, alert 33. Real.
They send Evans in motion. Second down throw from Mayfield. He's got the connection there to Ibuka. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. And even 30 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
180. Point it right. Alert. Run. Pistol. Watch out!
Here's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Cade Otten. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs. And That's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Set, ready.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. He'll look underneath here for Dowdle. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
52 blaster.
They'll run with Dowdle. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop.
Shot, 17.
It's now second and 6.
Blues, ready.
On second down, Young. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Ready.
Here's Young. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
Again, this is Irvin. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the tight end, on with the ground. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. It's a gain of 34. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. He'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Baker going to hand it to White, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Young to throw on first down. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and There was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Set.
Throwing on second down, Young. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Ready. Down. 52 blue. Set.
From the gun, it's Young.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
That is incomplete. Well, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. It's second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They send Godwin in motion. On second down, Baker. The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. Third down coming up.
Hey, I'm 33.
Mayfield. Left side, he's got Egbuka. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
And a first down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half.
15-yard line.
Back with more from Charlotte after this. First and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. 180! Alert, 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 alert! Run, run, run. Kings, Kings, Kings!
It's Otten in motion.
Watch out!
On first and 10, here's Baker. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Up, up, 180! Pistol, pistol, pistol. Rail, rail, rail. Watch out!
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That one taken in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
16. At the 29-yard line.
To throw is Young. Pass taken in by Dowdle. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And leads to 3rd down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have the Panthers' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. They could put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down, and that's exactly what they did.
His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
52.
First
Right,
and 10
37.
at the 32-yard line.
Red, yellow.
Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled 1st half continues.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They field to throw on 1st and 10. That's Cotton open downfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. A big one there to start the 2nd half. 33 yards.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulders for their position.
Deion Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
3-3. Smash, red. Needle blue. Ready.
They'll go. Young. He's got it at the 7. And he will get into
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. That's Ibuka in motion. On first down is Mayfield. That's his tight end, Otten. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Real. Hey, alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Mayfield to throw it here on first down. A short one there to Otten. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Slide through. Set. Ready. Set.
On first down is Young. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Hey, go Fury. Stand.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Headed left, buying time. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
Red. Yellow. Ready.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's got his tight end. That's Hurst. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the
They'll come up here,
44-yard line.
1st and
Fight,
10.
kick. Here we go. Here we cut.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get about 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
52
2nd and 5
blast.
at the Bucs' 39-yard line.
6. Mega. Cut.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. The open man is Coleman. He's got it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Panthers
Go. 10.
first down.
43 rail.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
Young going to give it to Brooks. And the Panthers are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Cut.
Dowdle. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
Beetle blue. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. Young. It is brought in the end zone. Adam Thielen. Touchdown. Panthers. Now Wright to add the extra point.
Matthew Wright for the extra point.
The kick is good. Panthers are back within 6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here's a 2nd and 6. The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Set. 180.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On play action, Mayfield. And off the deflection, it is taken in. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw and still result in a big game.
They bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Here's Irving. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
Second and 5. Throwing is Mayfield. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Light blue. Ready.
Young to throw on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
Blaster, sit. Let's go. Set, go.
From the gun, it's Young. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell in. And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide, we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
38. Smash. Red. Green Jack. Black Ultra. Set.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. On first down, here's Irving. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Claude Ray. Here we go. Here we go.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Young. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Tenero McMillan was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Now Young moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated a man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Flies blue. Let's go now. 45.
On 4th down, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but Slim Meadow went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
It's a gain of 20. 1st
Right back to Irving. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
32-yard line.
That's Ibuka in motion. The handoff is Irving. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now a timeout to Carolina. That's going to be their second. Talk things over before third down. On the ground is Irving. The Panthers are going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. Inside the 40. To the 20. And he will dive into the end zone. 89 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll run with Irving. Not much happening there, just a short game.
At his 48-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. And a nice job. They pick it up. First down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
Job well done right there. Third and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense. And he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
On first down, right back to White. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
It is second and 6. They'll go again with White. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it third and 2.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. And make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.